Nisi Floyd. Will you please stand for the pledge?
Would you please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And would you please remain standing for the vision and mission? Would you please repeat after us for the vision and mission?
The vision of Scott Elementary School is to be a learning community made of students, parents, and faculty, focused on the development of the whole child, preparing students for college and careers.
The mission of Scott Elementary School is to exceed state standards by developing well-rounded, high-performing students through rigorous, innovative instructional practices that emphasize critical thinking skills. Thank you. You may have a seat.
Your lunch choices for today are cheese pizza, macaroni and cheese, sliced peaches, and milk. The book fair is coming September 29th. Please save your money.
Have you ever been on an NBA team? Well, now's your chance. You can win the Never Been Absent Award, and you can be on their team.
Good morning, Rams. My name is Taylor Eason, and I would like to introduce you to Miss Reynolds, and she is from Kites. She is responsible for bringing Project BioEyes to Scott Elementary.
Taylor, it's been my pleasure being here. I really enjoy doing Project BioEyes. Project BioEyes is a life science project which uses zebrafish, which is a vertebrate, to teach kids like yourself about the life cycle of the zebrafish and also about genetics. I hope you enjoyed the project that you've been working on. Have you? Have you had a good time?
I have.
Have you learned a lot? Would like to thank the BioEyes folks and the Carnegie Institution for Science for making this program available to us.
And that is our BioEyes project from Miss Reynolds. Would you all give her a big thank you?
Hello, everyone. This is our science coordinator for Atlanta Public Schools, Dr. Duncan Young. Will you please tell us a little about yourself?
I sure will. Tell me your name first before I tell you a little bit about me.
My name is Alicia Ward.
Okay, Alicia, very nice to meet you.
Very nice to meet you, too.
I am Dr. Duncan Young. I'm the science coordinator for Atlanta Public Schools. And prior to joining Atlanta Public Schools, I used to be the Common Core Implementation Specialist for high school science. And I was invited by Ms. Reddick today to view and enjoy this wonderful experiment on zebrafish. And I was so fascinated. Come and show me a little bit about what's going on in the lab. And the reason why I was fascinated was because I used to be a research scientist. I used to do research at Morehouse School of Medicine, and I studied how eye cells came together at zero gravity. So in the lab, I would work with aborted eyes, and I was fascinated because today they're looking at embryos. Can you tell me a little bit about what happened today?
What happened was we used this little microscope and we had to look at some baby fish eggs, and they are called embryos.
Okay, so before you put this back down, do you remember what this is called?
This is called a petri dish.
Petri dish. Very good. And what grade are you?
I'm in the 4th grade.
I was so excited to know that our 4th graders knew that this was a Petri dish. Oftentimes when we have students moving on to middle school and high school, they still don't know the names of proper tools. So it's very exciting to know that at the elementary school level, our students are getting real science. Is there anything else you want to show me?
Oh, and this little tank, we have little zebrafish. And
Do you remember anything important about the zebrafish that Ms. Reynolds talked about in the lesson?
yes, with the zebrafish, they lay their eggs and they have to have light for 10 minutes per day and and no light for 14 hours per day. And the zebrafish, once they lay their eggs, the zebrafish have to be separate from their eggs because did you know something?
What
The
is that?
zebrafish will eat their own baby eggs if
Wow.
they wasn't separated.
Wow, that's important to know. Why is that important to know? So if you didn't separate the embryos from the parents, what would happen then?
They will eat the embryos and they will have anything to pass on to anybody else.
Wow. So did you guys talk about what happens if they're in nature? So in the classroom, you're able to separate the embryo from the parents. Do you know what happens in nature? Are they able to be separated? If they're in the natural water, these fish are from where?
These fish are from the Gundy River and they have rights to protect them from predators like big fish, birds, eels, and other predators of fish.
Wow. So how are the embryos protected in a natural environment? Do you know?
They're protected by the water. The father comes sometimes, and once he lay the eggs, he check on the eggs, and then the mother and the father they leave their eggs by themselves.
Wow, you know so much about these fish. Was there anything exciting that stuck out in your mind when you were doing this experiment?
Yes, because when we looked into these,
Can you see it?
if you look through this little thing, you're
What
going
is this called?
a microscope. If you
Do you
look,
know what this is called? The eyepiece?
it tells
The eyepiece.
the eyepiece.
Okay.
If you look through the eyepiece, you will see it looks like little tiny pieces of string, but it's the fish. It's actually the fish. Do you want to?
Sure. Is it on?
Yes.
Where's your light source?
This way.
Good job. Thank you. Okay, so I'm looking for a string. And then what is the string?
It looks like a string, but it's actually not a string.
What is it?
It's a baby zebrafish in there.
Oh, it's a baby zebrafish. Do you remember? Can I have a seat? Thank you. Do you remember the scientific name for a baby? What we call a zebrafish a baby? What would we call it?
A cup, an embryo.
Very good. Give me a high five. 4th grade, right? 4th grade. Wow. So you have an embryo in here. And they look like little
Thank you,
dots.
Dr. Duncan Young, for coming to our school. We enjoyed you visiting our grand review, and we hope that you can come back again.
Oh, I definitely will. And I give hugs. You did an excellent job today. And I'm glad that you learned so much, and you're learning so much in this classroom. Thanks for inviting me.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Mr. Hunt, for this awesome day.